Okay, Assalamualaikum and welcome to our fifth discussion for LEX 2025 Parody. So in today's discussion, we will be diving deep into the insights of the parody titled 2020. So before moving forward, let's start by introducing ourselves. My name is Sarah Arina binti Syamsur-Rahim. My metric number is 208217. I'm taking Bachelor Science in Nutrition and Community Health from Faculty of Medicine and Health Science.
Hi, my name is Kamarina binti Azli. My metric number is 207379. I'm from Faculty of Human Ecology and taking Bachelor of Human Development and Management.
Hello everyone, my name is Adini Maisara binti Zalimi. My matrix number is 208178. I'm taking Bachelor in Nutrition and Community Health from Faculty of Medicine and Health.
Hello everyone, my name is Nasr Hazim bin Badru Hisham. My matrix number is 206012. I'm from School of Business and Economics. I'm taking Bachelor in Accounting.
Hi guys, my name is Ubadullah bin Muhammad Badri. My metric number is 206345. I'm taking Bachelor of Arts English Literature with Honours. I'm from Faculty of Modern Language and Communication.
And hi guys, my name is Zati Zulaikha bin Zulfatah. My metric number is 208332. I'm taking Bachelor of Communication from Faculty of Modern Languages and Communication. Okay, Sarah, you can start.
Okay, so the video, okay, so now let's start our discussion. So the video 2020 is a parody of the movie 1917. So the message intended for this parody is it portrays the challenges faced during the tough times in year 2020. For example, COVID-19 that causes unemployment and many more. So from my technical perspective, this video offers high quality acting and videography, and the script is realistic and also relatable as it offers the scenario in the video that refers to the current events. So in my opinion, as we are required to stay at home, most people are frequently bored, and it increases the desire of exploring new things, finding new hobbies, and also discovering new unexpected talents while getting rid of your boredom. So for example, like baking using online recipes. And on the other hand, there are also a few downsides of staying at home. First, people are more sensitive, especially during this year, because it has been super stressful and people are depressed by the events that is happening. Next, it is increase the ease of spreading fake news via social media, because due to the convenience of social media like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and others, people can easily write about something that is not relevant and not true. And as our social media is the main medium of long distance communication, people are frequently online during these days, so we have to be mindful of what we want to believe and what not to believe to prevent misunderstanding that could cause unwanted impact. So that's all for me. Let's hear for Kama's opinion.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. And for this parody is, I think I fall in love to this parody because I think this original story can stay at the same stage with the new movie. So I love this parody because it's really shown the real situation during the pandemic. So we all know because of the COVID-19, we start to go into everything is online, study online, working in online. And during the first wave of pandemic, government start to follow the SOP, wearing the mask, and also during this pandemic, people start to do the panic buying. Okay, so this movie show that how the pandemic can affect everyone in terms of the economic, mental health, and so on. Also, this parody show that how the head of family, which is the father figure, to make sure that his family have enough resources such as food supply, the internet. So what I love about the producer, because the producer managed to follow the SOP while filming this parody. I love the camera arrangement, the script, the edit, all of the edit, because we can feel the action vibe even though this is a parody movie. So the lesson that I learned from this parody is we must stay calm whatever situation that we face, because with this calmness we can pull out the best decision that we could make to satisfy everyone. So that's all for me.
Thank you, Kama. So based on the description, this video is about an adventure about two roommates who attempt to survive in 2020 during this pandemic. To be honest, I don't really understand about this video because maybe I do not watch the real one, but it's okay. So from this video, I think that this video is very thoughtful and give us some information what the reality happens during this 2020 because of the COVID. Furthermore, this video also gives us some tips and the precaution what to do when we go outside during this difficult time. As example in this video, Michael and Colton wear their masks and also gloves when they go out to buy the toilet paper. As we all know, we must wear our mask every time we go out so that we can reduce the infection of the COVID-19. Other than that, they also avoid to go to the crowded places. As in the video, they don't want to go to the Walmart because there are a lot of people there, and the people there also do not wear a mask that are very risky for them during this pandemic. Other than that, this video also taught us about the kindness. As shown, Michael and Colton are willing to go to buy a toilet paper for more, even though at first Colton do not want to do it. Lastly, I feel sorry to Colton because after a long journey to 7-Eleven, at last they do not have any toilet paper in their store. So about this video, overall, I think this video is very interesting and also give us information about other people during this pandemic. The script and also the flow of the video is really nice and also great. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Adnin. All right. For me, basically, for my opinion, the topic about this parody is about, like what Adnin said, two friends going to a 7-Eleven to buy toilet papers. But throughout their journey, the surrounding and the actors themselves hint and references about what happened throughout 2020 so far. This parody is actually based on original movie called 1917. Why this movie? Because this movie is very unique because there are film using a technique where there is no transition or cut between scene. Uh, uh, and so the intended message of this parody is the parody basically is about for entertainment purposes only, but it intended to remind us about what happened throughout 2020 so far. Like for example, at the beginning of the parody, they mentioned about in the parody they have about fire, which mentioned about the Australian wildfire during the January, and they also mentioned about basketball, which refers to the death of Kobe Bryant, which is the popular basketball player in America. And to the Black Lives Matter protests in October. And this all these reference are managed to be mirrored perfectly with the timeline of the original movie. So my next point is the acting of this movie, the acting of the actors is very superb for a content creator from YouTube. There's no budget and would like to follow that kind of film technique from the original movie. It's very hard, and the video is very magnificent, very well made, and they deserve the 2 million views. And the theme of this movie, they have an apocalyptic theme, which give out suspense just like the original movie. And then what I feel about this parody is it reminds us about what happened throughout 2020, and we should not take anything for granted. I believe that even though if we all feel that 2020 is very hard for us, I believe that there are people out there who are less fortunate than us, who might go through harsher years prior, or maybe about to go even more harder years in the future. So we all should be grateful, right? That's all for me.
Thank you, Nasral. So I'm going to talk about 2020, which is parody from 1917 film. So as you guys know, in 1917 film, it's about two British soldiers um, who try to deliver a message but must go through enemy territory. So it's quite challenging. So the message in this parody is they summarize what had happened in 2020. We can see from early video, there was a wildfire that occurred at the forest in Australia, and this happened in Australia. Second, they are trying to tell us that we need to aware about this pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19. So they really serious when they want to go out. They use masks and gloves. So I want to help admin to understand the parody. Actually, so the 1917 film is about a soldier who wants to deliver a message, right? And soldier must have a weapon, have an armor, right? And then in 2020 parody, the mask and the gloves is resemblance to the weapons. So then when they need to go out, they need to use mask as their armor and the gloves as their weapon. Okay? Okay, so the music, they don't really use music that much, but they use a lot of sound, thrill, and suspense. Sounds to make us more suspense to watch it. So their acting is super. They really give all out. They're really looking scared when they need to go out to buy a toilet paper, and then they facing the Karens, and then the behavior of the parody is quite okay. They did mock Kim Jong Un, the president of North Korea, but I think they have their own reason to mock Kim Jong Un, right? Because Kim Jong Un is one of the president that everyone hated after Donald Trump. So in this video, in this parody, we can see a lot of incident that happened in 2020, which is Nasrul had mentioned the protest of Black Lives Matter, the Karen thing, and then the wildfire, and then the election. And Kanye West also ran for the election. And then in my opinion, I really like the idea. They literally sum up all the events that happened in 2020. From the incident happened in Australia, COVID-19, election, Karen, and the panic buying. They just like, they want to buy all of the item in the store. And then what I feel about the video is I feel sad because we can look how terrible 2020 for us, right? People like struggling to survive, facing economic crisis, losing job, and people got depression, they committed suicide. So 2020 really give us a lot of lesson that we need to we mm, we need to like not taking something greater in our life. Okay, so 2020, I think 2020 really emphasized that health and life is important, from money, from wealth, from fame. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ubay, for explanation. Okay, well, for me, 1917 is a parody. 2020 is a parody inspired by 1917, and it's narrated about the World War one that took in 1917. The movie itself is inspired by fragments of stories from Mandela's grandfather, who served as a runner for British military in 1917. To begin with, as someone who never watched the movie, I was bewildered with the plots and the storyline overall. But then I decided to look more into the synopsis, the messages, and such things from the movies. With that, I concluded that this movie is definitely going to be on my watch list. The movie 1917 centers on the two messengers sprinting across no man's land to deliver a message, although they were risky and dangerous. The parody 2020 incorporated the ideas of the movies with the two main characters running errands of buying toilet paper and deliver games to Katie. The impressive point is they equalized the dangerous situation, war in 1917, with COVID-19 in 2020. In 2020, the battle we have is against the global pandemic. With this, they showed us what challenges we had, such as wearing masks, curfew, the shortage of basic needs in daily life, and losing job, and many more. They also made a lot of viral references that happens in 2020, such as Kim Jong-un death, the filming TikTok that the youth are doing right now, the Kobe Bryant death, and many more. So I think it's very interesting how they equalize those battle in 1917 with our battles in 2020. So from the music perspective, there's no specific artist they use in this parody, but they do use the movie's background music and that added the suspense of the parody. The acting was totally on point, and if someone showed me this parody and told me that this is a movie, I would totally straight up believe them as the acting was totally awesome and I was very enjoyed through. To sum it up, the 18 minutes of watching this parody was totally worth it, and I feel related with the situations about in the parody, as it's about what our generation is going through in our youth. The war in 1917, the war that we have in 2019 is not as horrendous as the war in 1917, but it is still equally horrifying as it is affecting our life in every aspect. So kudos to this parody. I feel so encouraged that we should be grateful with what we have these days, even though we are very much not going to our going not having our prime time be enjoyed very well as others, but we should be always be grateful with what we have. I think that's all that I can get from this parody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zati. So we have listened to all the members' detailed opinion towards the parody. So I think that is all for today. Thanks for tuning in our discussion and see you in our next discussion.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Thank you.